champions, champions of Europe finally. History made in Istanbul. The treble complete. The greatest story in club history has an ending. And what a final chapter.
Hello and welcome back to another typical City watch along. Sorry I'm out of breath. I decided with 30 seconds to go that I need a fan in this room, so I had to leg it down the corridor. I was like, shit, get a fan, otherwise I'm going to be sweltering the whole stream. I got it just in time. It's not working properly. It's turning in the wrong direction, so I'll fix that in a minute. But welcome to the typical City watch along. Here we go. Double. Every time I go to McDonald's now, I'm ordering a double cheeseburger. I'm going to be thinking of this day, potentially. Hopefully there's blue ketchup on it as well, because that would be probably not very good, actually. We've done that at City before. Blue ketchup, it's not right. Doesn't look good, to be honest. In your head, you're thinking blue ketchup, it's going to work. Everyone's going to enjoy it. City fans are going to love it. It ain't right. You got a blob of blue ketchup on your chip. It ain't right. I'm telling you now, it doesn't work. But, here we go, Blues. FA Cup final. Back-to-back FA Cup finals. Back-to-back FA Cup finals with Manchester United, which has only ever happened once in the history of the entire English football. And facing Manchester United for the second time in a row. I mean, the last time we faced them was well over 100 years ago, before last year. And now, like London buses, two arrive at once when you've been waiting for one for so bloody long. And here we go. Here we go. What a potential achievement this is for Manchester City. Interesting team news as well. I'll get onto that shortly. Are you nervous, Blues? Are you confident? I feel a little bit overconfident, if anything. I feel like we are going to do it, and I feel like a lot of the City fans feel the same. Understandable that we are feeling as confident. But I want to sprinkle realism without being a pessimist. And I know people get those two misunderstood quite easily, that you're only allowed to say positive things, otherwise anything other than that is considered a negative. But there is realism that needs to be handed out here, because I think in a Manchester derby, that old chestnut, anything can happen. It rings true. It is true. You've got to factor in that we used to be shit and they used to be really good, and we used to beat them. When the roles were reversed, we used to beat them. So why can't we were so much shitter than they are now. You know, back then, we were putting four past them. When they had Ronaldo and Carlos Tevez up front, we were sticking four past them, mate. So you have to factor in that a Manchester derby brings that razzle-dazzle, doesn't it? You've got to factor that in. We've lost to Wigan in an FA Cup final. Another game that was a foregone conclusion, a guaranteed victory, and we lost. Although those circumstances were very reminiscent of what we're witnessing here with Erik ten Hag, seemingly already been sacked. Same with Mancini at that time when we faced Wigan. He had already been sacked, reportedly. That then leaked into the dressing rooms, what sort of disharmony that sort of caused between the players. It showed on the pitch that there was a very lacklustre atmosphere from the players and the quality wasn't there. And we lost to Wigan. This time, though, the ship is steady, very, very steady at Manchester City. So I'm talking more about United. So it's more of a problem for them than us. But you know full well what will happen if we win this. What will happen is they will sack Erik ten Hag pretty quickly, maybe even tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. And then you can forget headlines. I know you guys, and me too, I want to see headlines all about Manchester City. I want to see us dominating those, the papers, the tabloids, the internet, any source of media you can think of. I want Manchester City to dominate it. But if Manchester United sack their manager, it takes over, unfortunately. It takes over, and they will be talking about it. But we won't let it ruin the feeling. We will not let it ruin the feeling if we go and win this. But it's an if right now. It is an if. I believe we will. And it's going to be an exciting game. It really is. Thanks so much for joining already. If you haven't dropped a like, please do on your way in. Consider subscribing as well if you're new. Good to see you all in the chat already. Mahmood, as always, mate. Or pretty much always. You're always in here nice and early, mate. Good to see. MCFC CTID. Dude, that preview is sick. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Dudley. Jack. who says, hi, Typical City. It's a 50-50 chance if I get to watch the stream. And also, my name is Jack. I'm too young to have my own account, so just call me Jack. Mate, I hope you get your own account one day so you can watch it. And I'm glad you've picked Typical City. If you are watching, I hope you're enjoying, mate. And who knows, one day you might have your own YouTube channel. Who knows, mate? Best of luck to you. Abdal, EPW, Feed the Goat. Adam Lee, good to see you. Lucian, James, good to see you as always, mate. Sir MCFC. Jason, Jan, Section, Rowan as well. It's weird. No Diaz. Is something wrong with him? I don't know. It is a little bit odd. I feel like it's more rotation, if anything. I feel like Ake did nothing wrong. He found himself on the bench for a couple of games, and big important games as well. Nathan Ake was dropped because of Gvardiol's quality. I feel like it's just a bit of rotation. Stones, on the other hand, I get it. I feel like he's had a great season, Manuel Akanji. Let's not get too hard on the guy. But the last couple of games, I felt like there was... Well, I mean, you can't forget the Spurs mistake. I felt like there were some sloppy little mistakes in his game in that first 20 minutes against West Ham, shaking off the nerves, potentially. And the John Stones coming in makes sense. You just don't want it to be a disruptive decision, because changing one player, okay. Changing two out of the back four is quite aggressive for Pep Guardiola in a cup final when we had found our rhythm. We were winning games, we were winning all our games, and now he's changed two of our back four, which is bold. They're players that I completely trust, though. You know, it's not like, oh, you're bringing on Nathan Ake. Oh, what are we going to do? Oh, you're bringing on... Yeah, mate, Nathan Ake and John Stones. Nathan Ake is fucking unbelievable. John Stones almost won us the treble with that defensive midfield performance that he put in towards the end of last season. Incredible player. So I don't feel bad that they're in. It's just... You know, are they going to hit the ground running? John Stones is injury prone as well. You could have nothing disruptive to the game, like an injury in the first 20 minutes, for example, where you've got to make a forced substitution, something like that. Red cards as well. I don't want that to play a part in this game. Injuries, obviously, I don't want to play a part as well. And they've run out of excuses as well, because that was going to be their main excuse, that we're suffering with injuries. And Pep highlighted that they have been. Not anymore, though. Not anymore, so they've got no excuses for this game. Teams are coming out. Come on, Blues. I'll give you the team news quickly. Onana, Wan-Bissaka at right back, Varane and Martinez, as I predicted. I thought that would be the case. Two best centre-backs they've got for me. I actually think their team's the best team they could have picked. I'm surprised they've gone with... I am surprised and I'm not surprised at the same time, if that makes sense. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Utter bollocks, what I just said. But Rashford, I'm a little bit... Yeah, I get it, but I also think he's been in very bad form lately, throughout the whole season. But you know what he can do at the same time. He always seems to rock up, Marcus Rashford, after something's happened. You know, all of the headlines about him before the Manchester derby at the Etihad this season was all very focused on him, negative. Smashes one in the top corner within the first 10-15 minutes of that game. You know, it didn't come to anything, thankfully. But, I mean, come on, even as City fans, we can admit that was a ridiculously good goal. There's that. He's not been picked for England, so he will absolutely have a point to prove, playing at Wembley as well, the home of England, where he will want to prove to everybody that, yeah, you should have picked me. This is why you picked Marcus Rashford. That's what he will be thinking. That's what he'll be hoping to enact on that pitch. But it is an interesting... It seems like they've gone with a false nine as well. So in front of the United back four, we've got Amrabat. A potential weak spot there for me is energy, excitable, a little bit... very aggressive, in fact. But on the ball, close him down. Close this guy down, because I don't think he's as composed as a defensive midfielder in a team like this should be. And I feel like the two in front of him will be Mainu and McTominay. And then out wide on the right, Garnacho. And Bruno Fernandes probably drifting around the place as a false nine with Rashford on the left. City, Ortega in goal. Back three of Walker, Ake and Gvardiol. Stones pushing in and out of defence, in defensive midfield predominantly, hopefully, because that means we've got the ball. If you're seeing John Stones in a back four, it means we've not got the ball, which is not what we want in this game. We want to have the ball as often as possible. I think United will allow that as well, by the way. Alongside Stones, Rodri, what I predicted was dropping Doku for Kovacic. He's done that. Pep Guardiola, he's got Bernardo Silva on the right. De Bruyne and Kovacic to control the game, which is what I really wanted to see, because I feel like you've seen their midfield already. It's packed. They've packed their midfield with Amrabat, Mainu, McTominay. Bruno's going to be dropping back quite a bit as well. Foden on the left for City and Haaland up top for City as well. Foden probably drifting inside a little bit as well. Ryan, thank you very much for being a member for 3 months. You're an absolute legend, mate. Dominate the midfield and we should walk it. Exactly what I just said, mate. Exactly what I said. It's mad how I say things and I had no idea what you said. And then I tune into a comment and that's happened so many times this season. It's one of them, innit? I see you, Ryan. Do you know what I mean? But come on. Right, national anthem. Yeah, national anthem. I mean, I'm proud to be British, but not that proud, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Have anyone seen that documentary on Netflix, The Final at Wembley, it's called? Something like that. It made me very, very ashamed to be English, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, City over England all day long. All day long, sorry to say. Anyway, those passionate, patriotic England fans in the chat, sorry. I care way more about City. But I will try and do the odd watch-along for the Euros as well. And I saw James asking if I'll be doing a live stream during the summer. At some point, yeah, I will be doing something in the summer. Yeah, I won't leave you guys high and dry. I will definitely be providing more content as well. Try to do as much as I can. I mean, there may be the odd day I don't do. But I will definitely be making content throughout summer. Transfer news. Some people hate transfer news. Some people love it. I'm somewhere in between, to be honest. I feel like it depends on the player. It depends on the saga, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? I feel like some transfer news can be utter waste of time and real, like, headline fishing. Do you know what I mean? But then others are, like, real juicy bits. Like, the Gvardiol thing got on my nerves in the end, to be honest. It was just a case of just, like... Do you know what I loved? And big up to City Extra. I did enjoy their plane watching thing. I watched that. That was funny. I really enjoyed that. Whoa, Jeff, have I ignored your super chat? Jeff, apologies, mate. It's because I didn't go. Sorry, Jeff, mate. City 4-0, KDB goal and Haaland first goal. There you go, Jeff, and thank you very much for the super chat. Apologies, Jeff. I left the chat at the top, and then when it went boink right to the bottom, and it went past yours, mate. So I apologise, Jeff. Don't leave, Jeff, says James. That's it, mate. Adam, let's get this shit. Absolutely, mate. Come on. The businessman plane watch says section. Right, teams are out. Huddle is about to take place. City players look focused. Come on, City. Come on, City. Back-to-back doubles. Foden's got some wild pattern in the side of his head, in his hair. What did you go into the barbers and ask for there? What did you say? I said, I'll have a short back and sides, please, mate. I would like an Avengers symbol, where it looks like an Avengers symbol with a line that joins some star, and then it comes down here. How do you explain that to the barber? And then when he says, how do you like it, mate? Oh, it's exactly what I asked for. Like, how would you explain that to a barber? Anyway, game's about to get underway. Rashford looks fired up. Making sure the clock works before I get... It's been a bit shit lately, the clock, hasn't it? Last game, I'm sure it went a bit slow in the second half. Decided to miss a few seconds. But game's about to get underway, Blues. Here we go, Wembley Stadium. The big one. The final one as well for the end of the season as well. And I tell you what, it's been a good season no matter what. I said that before West Ham, and I still stick by that, and it's very easy to say that now that we actually won the league. But... if we lose this game, I'm still proud, I'm still pleased. A cup final, anything can happen. But come on, City, let's do the business. It's not a star, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is on his head. It's mad, whatever it is. Come on, Phil, get the game underway. Blow your whistle, referee. And we're off. Come on, City. Oh, good to see you, Marie and Muddy Duck as well. Bam Bam, Ella, James, Little Signpost, Alex as well, Agner, favourite YouTuber, mate. That's big. Bloody hell, Rashford's in already. Marcus Rashford in on goal. I know, that's what Kyle Walker's in the team for. Trying to beat that record, eh? You're never going to beat that 17-second Gundogan goal. Trying to get an early goal that quick, not a chance, mate. That's another bit of Manchester City etched into the history And the folklore of the FA Cup forever will be remembered for the quickest goal in an FA Cup final is now owned by Manchester City. And here comes City the other way. It's Gvardiol into the box. He's dinked it into the box. Haaland penalty, surely. Into the back of him, Martinez goes. He was about to leap into the air and Martinez has just smashed into the back of him. No attempt to win the ball whatsoever. A ball dinked in. Haaland's about to leap up for him and all of a sudden smashed into the back of him. Martinez takes him out. Gotta be... I don't know, it's a bit soft, but I mean, as City, you're going to claim that as a City fan, aren't you? Pep's not got his jumper on. What's he doing? I don't think they're going to give that. I'll be surprised if they give that. No, they're not going to give it. It looked more of a penalty in from this angle, to be honest, but Haaland made a bit more of it than probably needed to. But there's an out ball for United. There's twice there. Ake's just dealt with it. It wasn't much of a threat there, but there is an out ball, and they're clearly aiming for Marcus Rashford to use his speed. And I tell you what, thank God we've got Kyle Walker on this pitch today, because that first, 10 seconds, Rashford was in on goal, and there was only one player on this pitch that had any chance of catching him, and it was Kyle Walker. And if he wasn't playing, we could be looking at 1-0 United already. So, I mean, God help us when he loses his speed or moves on to another club, because, he's giving it away there, Dallo. Kovacic got the ball, Amrabat fouls Kovacic. The game's been frantic so far. Frantic. City needs to get control of it. Haaland's hair has come... I'm talking about everyone's hair in this game, aren't I? Foden's hair and Haaland's hair. Welcome to Manchester City Haircuts channel. Yeah, but Haaland's hair came out and it went really big. And now he's doing it back up. I think it was because he was pushed. It pushed the hair bubble out. Do you know what I mean? Like whiplash. And the hair bubble went... Bernardo Silva bursting down the right wing. McTominay slips. And I can't hear the fans, but you know full well the City fans went, "Way!" at that. Gvardiol. I can't wait to see... Gvardiol in the coming seasons. Next season, the year after that. I mean, he's 21. What is he going to turn into? Scary prospect. Oh, a bit sloppy there. City needs to sharpen up a little bit there. Bernardo Silva's ball got to John Stones. Didn't cause a problem in the end, but it's a little bit tasty. Left a bit of an opportunity for Bruno Fernandes to nearly step in them, but we've still got the ball. City coming forward with it slowly, but pragmatically. Bernardo Silva again. Back to Kyle Walker. 3 minutes gone. And it's been exciting. I'm not going to lie. It's been exciting. 145 of you watching. Thank you very much for tuning in to Typical City. Drop a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. But yeah. It's my dad's down there as well. I'm glad he got there safe and sound. I do worry because it always kicks off at Wembley all the time. I've been at Wembley and it's kicked off with United fans. I saw a couple of years ago, it was the, 10 years ago now, the semi-final in the FA Cup when we beat United to then go and beat Stoke in the final. I was there at the semi-final and I went on my own for that game. Mate couldn't make it. And as I'm walking through Wembley Way, this wall of United fans just squared up to everybody and just looking for a fight. Anyone in the City shirt, they were trying to hit them, basically. Eventually the police came, but I remember one dad holding his son who was about 2 or 3 years old. A United fan grabbed him, threw him into the ground. He landed, luckily, in like a little square patch of soil that had a tree growing out of it, and this 3-year-old's lad went smash into this soil. That could have been concrete, mate. But thankfully it was soil. Obviously he came up covered in mud, and I just remember thinking, fuck me, mate. Like, these scummy bastards. So, yeah, I'm glad my dad got there all right. D, thank you very much for the super chat, my friend. Morning, Johnny. Thoughts on the Paquetá situation? Not looking good, is it, mate? It's not looking good. I mean, if he's done, City have done the right thing. They've steered clear of it. De Bruyne down the line. Kyle Walker coming inside. Got options out left. Oh, Walker overran it, rather. Saw Gvardiol and thought about it, but then he took another touch and overhit his touch. But we still got the ball. United's midfield is congested, and it's we're still doing all right there. We've still got the ball. Yeah, Paquetá, mate. I I don't know if it's done. We can't spend all summer wondering if he's going to... Because the FA have made it clear what their intentions are right now. So City just need to wash their hands of it. I'm sorry, Paquetá, mate. I'd love him to be at the club because I think he's a great player. He'd bring quality to this team. Some City fans don't think that. But I think he'd be a great addition to the team. He's so versatile as well. But, I mean, we can't have a guy who's, like, potentially going to never play football again. Down the line to Bernardo Silva, he's never going to get on the end of that. Dallow's going to deal with this. And he does. Gets it into Mainu, who does very well there. Fending off Kevin De Bruyne into McTominay now. Amrabat. Short ball from McTominay, though. Nearly gets his pocket picked by Rodri, but they've still got the ball, United. Wan-Bissaka now coming down the right side. Garnacho, first touch of the game, I think, for Garnacho. Come on, City. But yeah, no, 10-year ban Paquetá's facing. I mean, we can't spend all summer wondering, like, is he going to, should we sign him, should we not sign him? We'll get someone else, move on. We need to move on. Can't waste time just thinking about it. But, yeah, gutted really, because I felt like that would have been an early transfer as well, that would have been like first couple of weeks if the dealings were done. I don't understand why the Brazilian FA have cleared him but the English FA haven't. That's what I believe has happened. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Bruno G, yeah, Lucien, yeah, I'd have him as well. I think he's a good player. I feel like there's better players out there than Bruno Guimaraes, but I do think he's a very good player. I feel like you know what you're getting, and with Bruno you're getting a Premier League proven player. So there's not much of a risk. Newcastle need the cash, so we might be able to twist their arm a little bit and get a decent deal. Onana over the top. Again over the top, but Kyle Walker dealing with Marcus Rashford like a cat with a mouse there, to be honest. Just playing with him. Playing with him there. Nearly got caught actually there, Kyle Walker. Playing that ball inside to John Stones with a sloppy ball, but the speed that Kyle Walker showed then, and Marcus Rashford is no slouch, is he, mate? He's absolutely lightning. But that's 2 out of 2 now for Kyle Walker versus Marcus Rashford. That's clearly one of their targets for this game, is going over the top to Marcus Rashford, looking to get in behind City's back line. It's a vulnerability that's been there all season for City. And teams had done well up until probably the halfway point of the season. But here come United again. Bruno into Garnacho, edge of the area. Garnacho! Ortega saved. Fucking hell, Blues. The clock is running. Bam, bam. Yeah, it's working. Should be all right, mate. Should be all right. 8 minutes 25. Musiala, you Tony. Yeah, I'd have him out. I think that would be a nightmare transfer saga. Like, I'd love to sign him, but Bayern would never sell to City. Can't see that happening. Got to win this FA Cup final first, though, haven't we? Before we start thinking about next. I know we can think about it, but we've got a couple of players that we haven't even seen everything of. De Bruyne has sent Phil Foden away down the left-hand side on his own. Dinks it back post. Martinez was there. It was a good idea from Phil Foden, but that ball to Haaland needed to be absolutely perfect. We're still in it here, though, because Bernardo Silva's now taking on Dalot. Bernardo Silva back post. Foden! Into the side netting. Bernardo Silva whips one back post, and the angle, by the time the ball lands on Phil Foden's left boot on the volley, side foots it. He's almost on the byline, so there's no way Foden's going to get that on target. If anything, he should be trying to cut that back. But he goes for goal and hits the side netting. But good from City. Good from De Bruyne as well to send Foden down that line on the inside channel a couple of minutes earlier. Yeah, that's mad, Topaz, isn't it? Vinny joining Bayern. I'm surprised at Bayern. I like Vinny. I just feel like it's a bit mad. Like, has he really proven himself to get the Bayern Munich job? I don't feel like he's done enough. I know City fans will be like, yeah, he can do what he wants. He can have the key to the Etihad. Come to the Etihad whenever you want, mate. You're an absolute legend. No problem. Love the guy to bits. But as a manager, he's done very well in his first year at Burnley. Incredibly well. And obviously he went to Anderlecht before that. Did very well there as well. Which is probably a part of his CV that gets forgotten about a little bit. But he did really well there. Long ball over the top again. John Stones this time having to deal with it. And it's gone back to Ortega. Burnley first season in the Championship for Vincent Kompany was incredible. Coming to the Premier League, you can look at it in two ways. You can look at it as brave and thinking long term from Vincent Kompany to play possession-based football with a Burnley side that's most likely going to not have much of the ball when they play most Premier League matches. It was a bold move. And I imagine Pep Guardiola, if he took over Burnley, he would do the same thing. He would say, we're playing my way. I haven't got the players to do it. Some call that naive. Some people are in the short-term business side of the game. Do you know what I mean? In terms of, I'd rather us stay in the Premier League than think about the long-term, especially now, considering he's leaving Burnley in the Championship. It's like, I don't know. I feel for Burnley and Burnley fans there, because he's left an empty shell that wants to play possession football. Now they've got to bring in a manager with a similar motto, a similar ideologies of how to play. Otherwise, they're going to have to start from square one again. But yeah, I mean, it's Bayern Munich. If you're Vincent Kompany, you say yes, don't you? It'll be really interesting to see how he does against Xabi Alonso's Bayer Leverkusen. And if he does well, I really want him to do well, because he could quite easily become a candidate for City one day. Who knows? But he's got. If he flops at Bayern, I can't see him ever being at City. Because if you can't do it there, mate, lovely ball from Gvardiol. Kovacic is bursting through here. De Bruyne down the left side onto his left foot. Chops it back onto his left. Lovely ball. Oh, and it's Varane who clears it, half clears it. And Martinez finishes off the clearance. Good bit of defending from Varane there at the near post. But lovely football all round from City. And Marcus Rashford just pushing Nathan Ake over. Referee says play on. Ella says future City manager. He's got to prove himself for me. I mean, would you take him now? Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine hypothetically Pep left City now and Vincent Kompany was an option. I'd say that's an incredibly high risk. It's a gamble, a real big gamble. I love the guy. It's just, I don't know. Haaland now with the ball. He's had it taken off him, though. The bit of a poor touch, and he's giving the foul away as well. Haaland's done all right, though. There's been a couple of touches before that, bad touch, that were decent from Haaland. He was bringing other players into the game in that first 5 minutes, bringing in Bernardo Silva, bringing in Kevin De Bruyne really well. But that was a poor touch. Yeah, I agree, Section. If you can do it, wow. That'll be amazing. I mean, we've got a future City manager there. Because, I mean, if City come knocking, Vincent Kompany's like, yes, mate. He's going to reject wherever he's been. Oh, you lucky bastard. Onana with a sloppy ball there. Trying to find Diego Dallo at the left-back position. And Bernardo Silva, Foden, nearly intercepted that ball. Where is Foden playing, by the way? I've got him on the left-hand side, but he's mostly playing central here. He's not even... I'm looking at the City team here, and I'm not sure what we're actually doing here. We've not, as of right now, it's a free kick, but De Bruyne got the ball then, and he was looking to the left side, and there was no one there. You got Martinez has already taken out a few City players, and he's just added Phil Foden to that list. I don't think he actually touched him there, but still, he's pushed Haaland in the back. I'm pretty sure he's taken another player out, and he's just tried to take out Phil Foden. It's my little girl's first birthday today. Missing it for this. So I can't pretend I'm not a little bit gutted about that, but can't miss the Manchester Derby FA Cup. Plus she's won. She has no idea what's going on. So got away with that one. Free kick to City in a crossing position that's not ideal, quite central. It's going to have to be a bit of Kevin De Bruyne magic. De Bruyne dinks it in, and it's going to be cleared. Yep, Varane gets his head on it and clears it. Gone out for a City throw, though, down by the corner flag. Josko Gvardiol jogging over to take it. It was never going to cause problem, that, because of the position. It's so difficult to get a ball. When the goal's here and the cross is coming from there, it's like you can't get the angle on it. Do you know what I mean? If you're coming from the sides, you can get some nice whip on it. Not easy to defend. But when you're facing the ball as a defender, you can see it the whole way. It's much easier to defend. Josko Gvardiol looking for City players. No one really showing. Kovacic shows for it. And the ball's gone out again for a City throw, deflected off Wan-Bissaka. Cheers, Bam Bam. And Adash. And Tapas and G. Thanks very much. And Marie as well. Thank you very much. Good to see you, Marie. Haaland gets the ball in the area, but he's had to work it out to Rodri now with Bernardo Silva, who gives it away. Looking for De Bruyne. Kyle Walker brings the clearance down. She hasn't got a cake, Bam Bam. She's got an ice cream Viennetta because she was allergic to eggs when she was like first born. We think she's all right now, but we don't want to be. We're playing it cautious, so we think she's still a little bit allergic to eggs. So we've not given her a cake. We've got her in a big light ice cream log, which should be nice. Bernardo Silva with space, out to Foden. Further out, and Foden's ball is a poor one. Gvardiol was waiting in the wings, literally in the wings. And Foden tries to slot him in with a very simple 5-yard pass from Phil Foden. Overhits it, out for a goal kick. Cheers, Kevin and Shirley. Hope you guys are doing all right. Cheers, James. Abdel, do you think she'll follow her mum as a rag or her dad as a beautiful blue? She could be a beautiful rag. But yeah, I know what you mean, mate. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I got the win with my lad. I got the win with that one. But who knows? She could be. She could get into football nowadays. By the time she's 15, 16 years old, the women's game will be so big compared to what it is now. The growth that the women's game's had in the last decade is huge. Still nowhere near the level of the men's game, and that's why they don't have the money. But the growth is there. The trajectory is quite a steep one. So, and give it another 10 years, imagine what the women's game's going to be like. Still not going to be the men's. With all due respect to the women watching, I'm sorry, it's just not the same. But it's getting better, a lot better. Especially with players like Bunny Shaw as well. She's unbelievable, isn't she? She's like the female Haaland. John Stones now. City have had the ball for quite some time now. I'd say the last 10 minutes City have been dominating that football really well. Anytime we come into the final third though, we've looked a little bit blunt. Could do with a little bit more sharpening of our attacking edge. Great ball into Rodri from Gvardiol. That was lovely. Josko Gvardiol, that was great, mate. Kovacic lays it off for De Bruyne. Ake. Gvardiol again. Kovacic. It's frantic, fast, one-touch football from City, but we're not really going anywhere with it. And United's shape is very thick. And I don't mean... probably is a little bit of that as well. But it's narrow and dense. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of United shirts in there. Packing in that midfield. They're going to allow that ball to go out wide by the looks of it. Because Josko Gvardiol's got acres of space out there. And here he is now. Wan-Bissaka now decides to press. Which is interesting. Because if he's doing that, that's an instruction. That means there's going to be gaps between Wan-Bissaka and Varane. We've got to expose them gaps. Another ball out to Gvardiol. Overhit. This time by Kevin De Bruyne. Gvardiol must be frustrated, mate. Because that's twice now. Once from Foden, once from De Bruyne. James, you're right. I haven't said his name too many times, have I? He has had the ball. He has had the ball, Rodri. But can you say parking the bus? Parking the bus. Do you mean that are United parking the bus? I wouldn't say quite parking the bus, but almost. It's parking the minivan, I think. Here they come, though. United coming forward with Mainu now. Rodri steps across, slows him down, but Bruno Fernandes has sent Marcus Rashford away, and Kyle Walker again. Oh, Walker's giving it away! And McTominay's shot was blocked by John Stones, but Kyle Walker, that's twice now. He's done the hard work, and then his pass has caused problems once he's tried to pass it in field. Twice to John Stones as well. Brilliant from Walker to even win the ball in the first place. But then he's done the hard bit, mate. Just clear your lines. Fuck me, Ortega, what are you doing? Why are you passing it to Kovacic there, mate? I can't believe he even tried that pass. We've got away with it. We've got away with it. And City are coming forward now. Haaland now. That's a foul. That's a dirty bastard foul, that is. And I've come into life all of a sudden because I'm pissed off with that. That's a dirty yellow card, that is. Get him in the book. Get him in the book. What are we looking at here? What's the referee? Where's he running to? Someone's been flattened. Oh, Kyle Walker. Jesus Christ. The Ortega, mate. What was he thinking giving Kovacic that ball then? McTominay on the back. Breathing down the neck of Kovacic. And Kovacic does unbelievably well. Bruno and McTominay just hounding him. And I'm talking... Kovacic was closer than the penalty spot to Ortega. We're talking about 2 or 3 yard pass, as close as I am to the camera lens right now. Not that close, but still pretty close. And he knew McTominay and Fernandes were on him, and he gave him the ball. And Kovacic controls it and gets the ball like unbelievable. Kovacic had to slide tackle to keep that ball from a United player putting it in the back of the net. But Jesus, I like the confidence from Ortega. I'll give him that. But it was a little bit daft. JRX, how do they raise their game against us? They've been such crap. I agree to an extent. Yeah, they always would against United. Plus, it's an FA Cup final. Bernardo Silva now with a simple touch. And thankfully, the referee's blown his whistle for the free kick because they were about to come storming down the left wing. I think United would have rather the advantage there. But they beat Brighton last day of the season. And they put 3 past Newcastle, didn't they? So United weren't on in most terrible vein of form. McTominay now on the halfway line, running across it. Parallel, gives the ball to Wan-Bissaka, now Garnacho. Mainu, McTominay, United having a turn of a bit of possession football now. Piss off. Garnacho. Ake. Never. Get up, Garnacho. Nathan Ake just using his strength, leaning on him without committing any sort of limb. No arm, no leg, just leaning on him. Really good. A couple of bit of a hand slaps, but Garnacho's doing the same thing. Garnacho's trying to lean on him, but it's like leaning on a fucking wall, mate. You aren't going to win that battle, Garnacho. Brilliant from Nathan Ake, that was. I love him. I love Nathan Ake. I'd say he's our best defender. Like, in terms of defending. When you want a defender to defend. When you talk about a defender nowadays, people are like, oh, can he cross? How many goals does he score? Like, no, I'm talking about defending. Proper tackles. Like, reading of the game. Positional awareness. Aerial duels. Strength. Composure. Ake's got it all for me. I love him. I mean, the other players in our squad, they're like that to him, to be fair. I think John Stones is a brilliant ball player. I think Akanji and Ake are and Diaz probably just third. But Akanji and Ake, I feel those two have a little bit, an extra yard of speed that Diaz doesn't have, and that can get you out of trouble. Because when Diaz finds himself in trouble, it's hard to get himself out of it because he doesn't have that turn of speed that Ake and Akanji and in particular Kyle Walker has. Gvardiol brings that ball down lovely diagonal ball from Rodri. Back to Ake now. This has been quite a tense game. And I feel like United they've got a threat. They haven't thankfully created any clear-cut chances. But there's been moments in this game that are definitely a cause for concern for City. We just need to score, really. Calm the nerves. Get that goal. Bernardo Silva needs to up his game as well. Here he is. Bernardo Silva into Phil Foden. Lays it off to Kovacic. Kovacic in space. Across the face of goal and no one's there. Oh, if someone was in just ghosting in for a last ditch effort. Trying to arrive late. Kovacic bursting into the penalty area, but he takes his touch after a lovely ball. Bernardo Silva feeds Foden. Foden then feeds Kovacic with a great ball. Takes it with him, Kovacic. Full sprint. Takes it with him in his stride. Gets to the byline. Cuts it across the face of goal. and no one there. Only Haaland had gone in near post, and it went behind Haaland, and there was no one else there. Oh, that was a great move from City, that was. Trey Haaland is never there. Well, he was in there, mate. He was just he went to the near post. He went for that. He's central, really, but he went too close to goal. He probably should have held his run a little bit, but I mean, hindsight, innit? It's hard to gamble where your run should go. It's why he's got so many goals, though, because when he gambles and where to run, he usually gets it right. He's got an instinct like no other. But yeah, probably should have held his run there. Come on, City. 26 minutes gone. And City have had a lot of the ball. That was probably our best opportunity right there we've just seen as well. So that was good. City up the tempo a little bit. Great ball from Kevin De Bruyne into Phil Foden, who holds it up. Gets the ball back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne's looking for options. No one really there, just a sea of red to try and get past. Rodri, oh, that was a great idea. Trying to find Haaland at the back post, but again, Varane with a clearance. Kyle Walker's got some running to do here, mate. I thought, fucking hell, Ortega comes out of nowhere. Then Kyle Walker, because the camera is so deceiving. It's one of the perks of being at the stadium, where you would have been calm if you're in the stadium, because you'd have seen Ortega coming out. But he wasn't on camera. Kyle Walker was just chilling, mate. Like, the ball's there, mate, go and get it. And then all of a sudden, Ortega casually comes into shot and deals with it. Like, Jesus Christ. Our subs are 50 times better than them. As long as United don't score first, we can bring on the fresh subs and take it to them, says Jeff. Yeah, I can't remember their bench. Actually, I think I can. I know they've got like Kambwala, Ahmad. Ahmad's a good player. He looks good. Another promising player that I think the next manager of United would probably like to make the most of. Him and Garnacho. Will Rashford still be there? Because Rashford and Ten Hag seem to have fallen out. Will they still want to be a United player, or will he like the idea of replacing Mbappe at PSG? Because I feel like that's a logical move for Rashford. Doesn't seem to be happy, Marcus Rashford, in general. He just seems to be quite miserable. I mean, doesn't even seem to enjoy his football, but he's playing with a bit of purpose today, I must admit. Always does against City. Scored quite a few goals against us over the years, hasn't he? I'm pretty sure he scored at least 3, maybe 4. What a ball that is. Gvardiol brings it down, and Wan-Bissaka smashes the ball off Gvardiol for a goal kick. But that ball was lovely. Jeff wants to punch Bruno Fernandes. I understand, mate. I understand. Did you like my thumbnail? He was in the thumbnail and the preview thumbnail. I used the same one. I picked the most rat-faced, punchable bastard thumbnail picture I could have possibly found. Where it's like you just want to fucking face in, don't you? Just like fucking sweat, fucking knobhead. Need some docu dances, Edwin says. I'm not doing a bit of the old griddy. My lad came home and started doing the griddy the other day. Came home from school, and they're all doing it at school now. Doing the ball over the top. Garnacho's in. If he's onside. Oh, fucking hell! Gvardiol's nodded it over Ortega. Ortega, stay on your line, mate. He's nodded it over Ortega, and Garnacho's tapped it into an empty net. If Garnacho's onside, it's 1-0 Manchester United. Fucking hell. Gvardiol with a mistake. You're just praying that VAR get involved now and hope that Garnacho's offside from the original ball over the top, but I have a bad feeling that he isn't. Oh, John Stones. Oh no, wait. Let's see this ball. Where's the pass? Oh, John Stones has played him on. He's played him on. It's 1-0. And Gvardiol, Ortega as well. To me, that's a mistake from Ortega. You either come or you don't come, mate. Don't come halfway. Yeah, that's not good, that, from Ortega. That's not good at all. Gvardiol nods it over his head, but he's the one who's got to deal with the ball. Ortega coming out of his goal like that. He just let the defenders do their job there. You got to let him do his job, mate. You're coming out into no man's land. Fucking hell. I need to sneeze now as well, and it's stuck. It's like one of them that's like not quite there yet, but I need to look in a light or something. And it's gone as well. The worst, when you don't even sneeze. Like, I need to get it out. Oh, fucking hell. Fuck's sake, City. The lack of communication there. I think they can equally look at each other. City coming forward, trying to respond immediately. Oh, lovely idea from Foden, trying to feed Haaland. But it's that ball over the top that's done us again. It's been happening all game. As if we haven't been received enough warnings to fix your line. And that is the risk of playing John Stones for me. I said it in the first 15 minutes of talking before the kickoff. I said it's risky to make two changes. And that little detail of John Stones not looking across the line, you can backtrack all these mistakes back to quite a big a catalogue of little detail errors. John Stones not looking at the line, playing everyone onside in that situation. It's not a million miles onside, but it's enough of a mistake to play him onside. At that point, Gvardiol's legging it back, trying to do something to affect Garnacho. He does really well. He leans on Garnacho and gets him out of the way. He's done his job at this point. Gvardiol's done his job. But at this point, I mean, is Gvardiol to blame at all? Because, I mean, he's not looking at Ortega. He's expecting Ortega to stand in a position where he can receive the header. And he heads it, and Onana over the top again. Dallo this time chasing it. Ortega, fuck's sake, mate, stay on your line. Oh, yeah, it's poor goalkeeping. Poor goalkeeping for me. And he'd been warned as well because he'd already given a dodgy pass out to Kovacic. But let's not turn on him because, you know, he won us the league. Let's not forget that save he made. But this is the full package of a goalkeeper. We're starting to see what Ortega's all about now. Every aspect of goalkeeping needs to be factored in. You know, you look at Edison, the full package of Edison, I'm quite happy with the full package. I know what he doesn't quite have the shot-stopping ability as Ortega, but we don't face that many shots. It's not like we're a bottom relegating battle team where we're going to face 20, 30 shots every game. We don't need to worry about that too much. We need to more worry about his ability his sweeper keeping duties, his ability on the ball, his distribution, things like that. And for me, Edison's proving why we need to absolutely keep him. And the rumours are that he's not happy as well. Garnacho now coming forward. John Stones clears that cross and Rodri gets a big tackle on Mainu. A vital bit of defending. United have sent 6 forward there. There's 5 players behind the ball. So there's a count. Bernardo Silva, mate. What am I watching here from Bernardo Silva? This is potentially his last ever game for City as well. And he's having a bit of a stinker. A couple of touches have been poor, but that pass then, who was that to, mate? Kevin De Bruyne just watched the ball and Haaland just watched the ball go over his head and they looked back at Bernardo Silva like, who was that for, mate? Real opportunity to hit him on the counter-attack and can't believe we're 1-0 down. The warning signs were there, though. You know, long ball over the top. Gvardiol's got some defending to do. Again, does well, deals with it, wins the free kick as well. United are gaining confidence and we're losing it, says Super FC. We do need Doku, says Adam. The problem for me is what did I say in my preview? I said the team, and I've always said this about finals, the team that's best without the ball wins the final. Now, you might not need to worry about that. You factor in City last season in the Champions League final. Without the ball, we had the ball for quite a bit of the time, not as much as we'd like, but when it came down to it, our defensive qualities, the Diaz clearance, Edison's saves, without the ball, Rodri and John Stones were sensational. Sensational in that game, those two. You know, and that's without the ball I'm talking about. United, without the ball, have been much better than City without the ball. Much better. John, we look terrible. Thanks for the super chat, mate. I don't think we look terrible, but we definitely look a bit... We look easily rattled when that ball is sailed over the top of our back four. We do look a bit uncertain. You can see the frustration. The City players are getting annoyed. John Stones brings it down and lays it off for Kyle Walker. Rashford closing him down. Jeff with the super chat. Thanks very much, Jeff. 42nd minute. De Bruyne screamer. Doku game winner. I hope you're right, Jeff. We need your predictions. One final Jeff Spruance prediction to win the FA Cup. We need to turn this round because 2-0 down and we'll be praying for penalties. We've got to get the next goal. We cannot allow this game to dwindle because half-time's approaching. Completed passes, 273 for City to United's 95. Dominating. We are dominating, but we've got nothing to show for it. Bernardo Silva with a shot. Onana saves. Very easy. A waste of time is what I would call that from Bernardo Silva. No power behind the shot. Didn't go either side of Onana. And it bounced before it even reached him. It was very poor. A really poor effort from Bernardo Silva, which is frustrating. Onana feeds Mainu. The thing is, though, if United win this, they did it with Van Gaal, didn't they? A long ball over the top again. Are you for real? Are you for real, City? Garnacho's in. Miles gets the ball to Marcus Rashford and he makes it 2-0. If he's onside, I'd like to know if he's onside. Is it offside? Are we going to fucking tell us or what? Right, the way they're moving suggests the commentator didn't say anything. Nothing happened on the screen. No one showed the linesman doing that. Garnacho, that's better from John Stones. Recognising to hold your fucking line as a defender. But how many times do you need a warning? Long ball over the top is piss easy football. Fuck's sake. Oh. It's real basic stuff that United are doing over the top, you know, and if they time their run, they're in. Garnacho is in business then, going down the right side. Thankfully, he was offside. Gets the ball across to Marcus Rashford, and you're just praying that the linesman sticks his flag up. I didn't see him do it, but apparently he did. Rodri now's in business, coming down the left side. Got that ball to De Bruyne. De Bruyne across the face of goal. It's cleared again. Just a little panicky when we get into the final third. There's no cohesion. There's no composure in that final pass. Another ball over the top, but diagonal with Garnacho with all the space in the world, and United are in here. Across Bruno Fernandes to Mainu, who makes it 2-0. That is 2-0. There's no way that's not 2-0. That's fucking 2-0. Absolute joke. And I mean, it's been coming all game. It's been coming all game. How many warnings do you need for a ball over the top? How many warnings do you need? Absolutely shambolic defensive awareness from the back line of Manchester City. Too many warnings not listened to. You got to heed them, man. It happened in the first 10 seconds. The warnings were there from the first 10 seconds. Right. One thing I will fucking say. United went 3-0 up against Coventry. Don't forget that. There's a little bit of hope with this United side. But the football that Bruno Fernandes was great awareness to find Mainu. Absolutely shit defending. Shit. And Pep, you've been brave. You've gone with your players that you wanted to change. But for me, John Stones shouldn't have been playing. I understand Ake. John Stones should not have been playing in this game. It's not his fault that we're 2-0 down entirely, but the awareness in the first goal for holding his line is caught in he's marking nobody in this goal. Marking absolutely nobody. But he either goes to Bruno Fernandes or sticks with Mainu. He caught in no man's land. And you make these bold changes, Pep. It's not easy to just suddenly walk into a side and maintain the standards that we've been setting in the final third of this season. John with the super chat. What the fuck? Disgusting. This game is fixed. I can't. Well, yeah. I doubt it's been fixed, mate. But we have to take it on the chin. You have to take it on the chin. You play defensively open like this, you know. And they're sacking a man who's absolutely done a number on Pep Guardiola. De Bruyne in the and the ball is too hard, overhit. Yeah, Erik ten Hag has done a number on Pep Guardiola. He's done a number on him. He's seen the open vulnerabilities of Manchester City. They have all the ball. Let them have the ball. When they get it over the top. There's about 80 yards of grass you can just get that ball into. Oh, Jan, thanks for the super chat, Jan, and your support this season. It's been great. Really appreciate it, Jan. Remember, guys, United players are playing for their new manager. Walker hasn't been up to it this season. We need Pep's talk. Yeah, they are definitely playing. They're playing for. I feel like they're playing for to win a trophy. Why wouldn't you be? You're in an FA Cup final. I mean, oh my God, John Stones, mate, get the guy. Sort it out, John Stones. He's just given another ball away. Bruno Fernandes now is about to. John Stones clears it. Well, it hits him and goes out for a throw-in, but holding his hands up and saying sorry. You bring him in, Pep. You better make sure he's fucking ready. You bring him in. It's bold to drop Diaz and to drop Akanji. Both of them. I get maybe one of them. I get Diaz. I get or Akanji. One of them. To change the back four is bold and starting to look silly. There's nothing wrong with the way we were controlling the game. We were Manchester City. In midfield, we've been Manchester City. We've been controlling the midfield. Once that ball's broken, it's schoolboy stuff. It's basic football. Think it over the top, mate. Can't believe it. Drop a like if you feel like it. I wouldn't if I was in your position. I'd be like, fuck this fucking shit. Come on, City. Half-time's coming. Don't let this get any worse, whatever you do. But I had a feeling they were going to score a second. I could smell it. That's why I said it. Bernardo Silva. Into Rodri. Rodri just tries to lay it off to... It's just disjointed. The whole team looks... I mean, good luck now, Blues, because you talk about a low block. Parking the bus from Man United. I mean, they're parking the bus. They're 2-0 up. They're 2-0 up. They've got everything to hang on to now. If we can get a goal before half-time, they'll shit the bed. They will shit their pants. I promise you they will shit their pants. Kovacic nearly gets caught on the ball. Walker steps in. De Bruyne now onto his left foot. Gets lucky to win the ball. De Bruyne, mate, how many times do you want it to get lucky? His touch was poor. Gets away with it. Then his second touch was poor. Rashford tackles him. It comes back off De Bruyne and goes into the path of De Bruyne. Gets away with it again. And then a fourth time, he just gives it away. I don't know what's up with him. Suffering from success? Possibly. I doubt they all spent all week getting shit-faced. Do you know what I mean? I doubt it. After winning the Premier League, surely they didn't just go and spend the whole time getting drunk. The players, you know, they're too professional. So I don't think we can start pointing the finger at, oh, they all went out and got drunk. You know Grealish will have done, but he's not on the pitch. They all did go and get a bit drunk. There was that but on the night, though. Do you know what I mean? Fair play, you know what I mean? The touches here, they've lost it. They've completely lost it. It's like the fucking boots are made of butter. Like, control the fucking ball, lads. Mainoo's gone through the back of Kevin De Bruyne here. And it's a free kick to City. And it's going to be a yellow card as well. United players. Look at them surrounding the referee. There's fucking fight there, that's what I mean. They might be surrounding the referee, but they're fucking fighting for it. Where's your fucking fight, City? Give it them back. Passive. Submissive. Show some fucking teeth. Show them what we're all about. They want it more than we do right now, and it's visible. It's on the pitch. It's been so casual from so many of them. Free kick in a somewhat decent crossing position for City. If we can get a goal here, it would be huge. De Bruyne back post, and it's absolutely atrocious. It's an atrocious free kick. I mean, Onana watched it bounce in front of him and then just picked it up. What am I witnessing here? And I'm telling you, I've been saying it for 3 or 4 weeks. De Bruyne has been absolutely stinking lately. He's been nowhere near the levels we want from Kevin De Bruyne. Him in this game, Bernardo Silva in this game has been poor. Rodri and Kovacic both trying to head the fucking same ball there. What am I watching? Wow. The second goal's done us here, because the first goal, you calm your nerves, you settle yourself, you get the bollocking off Pep that you deserve, and other players, they'll shout at each other in the dressing room, they'll be arguing. At 1-0, it's like, right, let's go out and do our business. Kovacic sending the ball down. It's a good ball to Gvardiol on his own. No help. De Bruyne gives it away. Half time. That was shite. Don't know what to make of that, really. Really gutted. That how easy. Hang on a minute there. That's a bit much, that. United players there. High-fiving and laughing. You ain't done this yet, lads. It's all good and well being 2-0 up at half-time, but you just never know what can happen. And Martinez has dealt with anything that's come into the box. There's been absolutely zero potency from City's attack. Kyle Walker bailed us out a few times in that first half with runs that were typical Kyle Walker runs, defensive runs to deal with. And this is what I've been saying. This is why people. I'll get a lot of people telling me how to support City. And I've been fucking supporting this team since I was 3 years old. So I know full well how to support City. I've gone through a learning curve of my own, and people tell me I have to be positive when I want to be realistic. And it's like finding that difference between being negative and being realistic. It's a fine line between the two, and people don't seem to differentiate between the two. And you're allowed to say that I'm worried about this game more than some City fans are. You are allowed to say that United could win this game. So people saying, like, you sound apologetic that United have a chance. Well, yeah, because they do. And guess what? They're 2-0 up. I mean, they need respecting at the end of the day. The occasion needs respecting. The quality of players that United have, that on their day, they can turn up and do a number on anybody. United can. You don't might want to admit that, City fans, and yeah, let's laugh at them while they're sitting in 8th in the Premier League. That's because their club is a shit show. They have too much inconsistency at that club. But when they click and when they play to the best of their ability, United are a genuine outfit that can be a threat to anybody and almost set up to beat City. For me, I feel like they're the perfect setup. Because how many teams have done this to us this season? Just sit back and go over the top. Just look for gaps in behind. It's very, very simple. Really simple football, and we've been absolutely done. Now, 2-0 is a scoreline that we can definitely turn around. I still believe that we can do something in this game. I'm hoping for extra time now. That's what I'm clinging on to. If we can get an early goal, but, if you start going through the game, you get to that 70th minute mark and it's still 2-0, I think the game is, if we can get an early goal first, before the hour mark, before the 60th minute, I think we'll turn it round. If we allow the game to drag on beyond the hour mark, I think it's more likely to become 3-0 than 2-1. because they're set up, they're going deeper and deeper and deeper, and City are going further and further and forward to the point where our defenders aren't on the halfway line, they're past the halfway line. They're showing the highlight now, the first instance of the whole game. Less than 10 seconds in and Marcus Rashford was in on goal, and thankfully Walker dealt with it and got that ball to Ortega. Another ball we're seeing over the top. Really easy. I mean, how Walker does well to get back, but I mean, he's so out of position to begin with. And then the ball inside was poor. They didn't actually show it. This time it's Mainu now bringing it forward. The space in behind, man. Scary. Scary. James, thank you very much for the super chat. James, tale of two halves. Once again, I still believe we can do this. United was never going to make it easy. Still like our chances. Big up, James. You've been fantastic all season, mate. Thank you very much, James. And for the positive attitude as well, because that's good. K-Line hates this. I'm with you there, mate. I've got a missus to deal with later. Yeah. I'm looking at that second goal, and it's the first goal. Sorry, it's catastrophic from Ortega. Catastrophic. It's awful. He's done the hard work. Gvardiol's shoulder charges Garnacho, really strong defending, and he's thinking, right, I'll just nod this back to my keeper, and Ortega's like fucking in his face. What are you thinking? My poor dad as well. Up at fucking 6:30 in the morning, driving down to London to watch this shower of shit. Fucking rag bastards, man. D, these rags don't deserve anything from this season. Come on, City. You're absolutely right. If they come away with a trophy, how have they come away with a trophy? It makes the whole sacking Ten Hag. That if you want a silver lining, there's your silver lining. There's your moment you can still laugh at United, is the fact that they, just like they did with Van Gaal, they won the FA Cup with Van Gaal and then they sacked him that night. That's mental to me. That's crazy, and it's a very bad image of your club for me. Embarrassing. I feel like it's embarrassing. It's a shambles. Almost as shambolic as our defending for that second goal. We are all over the place. If you're watching, I'm watching on BBC for anyone who's wondering. Rashford with a long ball over the top to Garnacho. Where is the awareness? Kyle Walker's like, I've got to say, Kyle Walker there is ambling back. He's at this. I mean, he's in a position, and then he decides to sprint. Too late, Kyle, mate. It's too late, Kyle. There's so many mistakes that go on there. But Kyle Walker at the back post there, he should have been sprinting first. Not when it's like, oh shit, there's my man. And he also tried to shout at Mainu as well, trying to put him off. Which is like, that's as low end defending as you can get. When you go up, you go up against that all the time. When I play football, you have these lads who when you're one on one and the defender behind you and he goes wah like that behind you, or shout something like that, trying to put you off. That means you've done shit. If a defender is doing that to you, it means you've fucked them and they're out of position and they're panicking and they're doing everything they can and they're trying to use their voice like a fucking god, like trying to like put them off. Fuck's sake. The Illuminati about to do a historic comeback. Would Rodri's win streak... it's not a win streak, Regis, it's an unbeaten streak. And yes, it would. If United beat us, it's officially over. If United beat us. Some people say it was over against Real Madrid, but because it went to penalties... No. And not in the 90 minutes, at least. Before the second half, I'm going for a pee. I'm going to go and swear in the mirror. At myself. Anyway, I'll be back in a sec. Fucking hell. Hello. Thought I'd do a bit of a magic trick. How did you do that? How did I do that? Coming out of nowhere, mate. Anyway, fuck's sake, City. Pep out immediately. This team should batter United. What the fuck is this arrangement and game plan? Adnan, mate. I'm wasting my time, to be honest. Just, yeah. Wasting my time, obviously. There's a very long road of footballing education that you need to walk down before we could engage in a rational conversation, unfortunately. And you're miles off. So you when you meet people like that say Pep out after one game, one half as well, the game's not even over. When you meet people like that, in your years, you grow older, you realise there's actually no point even engaging with these people because it's like they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Do you know what I mean? Oh, honestly. But yeah, we need to recognise that you don't win them all, man. You have to take losses on the fucking chin. You know, take it on the chin. You have to. It's part of football. If you've come to enjoy football and you want to support Manchester City because they win pretty much all the time as of late, and especially if you're a new generation of fan, then you support us in our worst days. I don't understand this. It's very like this isn't. It's not welcome. It's not welcome. You'll find very few fans who'll want to speak to you. If you're a proper fan of a football club, you turn up next week. You turn up next week. You lost, did you, last week? Okay, I'll see you next week. Lost again? Yeah, I'll see you next week. Because we never win at home and we never win away. We lost last week and we lost today. We don't give a fuck because we're all pissed up. MCFC, okay. That's what we used to sing. Do you know what we used to sing? Do you want me to educate you? We're shit and we're proud of it. We're shit and we're proud of it. We're shit and we used to sing that. Do you know what I mean? That's what City fans used to sing. You know? And we used to have opposition fans come to Main Road and saying, shall we score a goal for you? Shall we score a goal for you? Do you know what I mean? Like, they used to mock us. I fucking sat there and you got some twat telling me to fucking, in the chat saying, Pep out. Piss off, mate. Absolute clown. D, thank you very much. Ship me up when you came back then, Johnny. Booze time, I think. Sorry. Yeah, I went out that door, but there's a door there. So I thought I'd play a bit of an old... I don't know. I'm just trying to entertain myself. Honestly. I'm all for being... You're going to get your fans that are negative and you're going to get your fans that are positive. That's okay. But you got to take the negativity with... You know, let's not go overboard. Pep out. That's crazy. Crazy talk. I'm having a squashy. But yeah, Pep out. It's laughable. Aaron, thing is, United still shit. It don't matter if they win this. You're 100% right there. There is a long way to go. It gives them bragging rights. Unfortunately for Summer, well, Premier League versus FA Cup. I know which one I'd rather win. They're still woeful. He follows up. Wapang, I'll be okay if we don't win, but I want to see them playing competitive till now it's poor. Yeah, that's a good point. I would like to see them step it up. Even if we come close now, if we turn it round or something like that, if we get it back to 2-2 and lose on penalties, I'll be like, okay, fair dues. Like, yeah, that can happen. You had a bad day in the office in the first half. But you don't write the players off, man. Like we'll be supporting them next season. They won the Premier League with the champions of England. Don't forget that. We have to get behind them. Really, in the summer. If we lose this FA Cup, we have to get behind them. You can't turn on them and just because they lost to United. Right, second half's about to get underway. Akanji's on. There you go. Pep's recognised his mistake. Doku's on. Who's that for? I imagine Kovacic. And I imagine John Stones. No, Ake and Kovacic. 2 substitutes at half-time from Pep Guardiola is wild. I haven't seen him do that before. Because, I mean, when's the last time we were 2-0 down at half-time? Fucking long time ago. United, they do things, mate. They do things. They're a bastard team. And if you've not been following football long enough, then you need to understand that United are bastards. Game's underway. Second half. Here we go. Invincibles. Arsenal Invincibles. Who was the team that finally beat them? United. 40-game unbeaten run, which included an 86 home unbeaten record for Jose Mourinho's Chelsea. Who beat them? United. City walking the league. 2-0 up at half-time. We're going to celebrate winning the league against United. We're going to party and win the league in front of them. 2-0 up at half-time. 3-2 United. They're bastards. They're bastards. They know what... They turn up when they want to turn up. The reason why they're bastards is because the next season they'll be shit again. You know, and they'll play certain games where they're shit. That's my point. That game I just described. 2-0 down, 2-0 up against United. Half-time. Second half, Paul Pogba and Chris Smalling combine to make it 3-2 to United. Next week, at Old Trafford, United lose at home 1-0 to West Brom and City win the league. That's United in a nutshell, and here they come down the left-hand side with Kyle Walker against Dalot. Some defending to do. Rodri's got to win that. Mainu does. Amrabat. We've not even put Amrabat under any pressure whatsoever. Dennis, thank you very much for the super chat. We haven't lost when Rodri started a game for over a year. I have a feeling that will not change today. Come on, City. Yeah, I hope you're right, mate. That kind of goes against what I've said. They're bastards, mate. They get in the way. They're party poopers. They love a bit of party pooping. They poop everywhere, United. They're full of shit. That's why. Fucking rag bastards. The missus isn't in the house, by the way. There's not a chance the missus was going to be in the house today. What are we doing there? Having a shot from about 90 yards. Rodri had a shot from about 30 yards inside his own half, and Pep just gave him the look of like, I am going to stab you at the end of this game for doing that. He's looking at him like, what the fuck you think? I mean, have you ever seen a City player shoot from like 30 yards inside his own half? I mean, Onana wasn't even in trouble either. Like, I don't know what Rodri's thinking there, mate. Pep was fuming. He's not going to stab him. That was an exaggeration, by the way, for anyone who thinks this is a little bit of a violent second half stream. But ball over the top again. Marcus Rashford's in. Poor touch, thankfully. Thankfully. I mean, how's that not been spoken about? I mean, it either has been spoken about and it's not entered the skulls of our defenders, or they've just not spoken about it. That ball over the top, lads, we need to be thankful. Maintain your line. Do not step forward. Do not step back. Maintain your line. Trust your partners. Trust your defensive line. Have a little glance once in a while. If you're the fullback and you think you're not involved because it's going that direction and you're over there, you're involved, mate. Your part in this defensive line matters. Do not fuck about and get in the wrong position. And the line is just all over the place at the minute. And every ball going over the top, they're onside. Bernardo Silva now, down the right side. What, 3 minutes in and we've barely, giving it away. Bernardo Silva's just giving it away. It's carrying on, unfortunately. I thought we'd see a bit of a different City coming out. We've not even got into their penalty area yet, other than Rodri booting it in there from 90 plus yards. Wan-Bissaka. He's got Doku to deal with in this game. It'd be nice to get Doku on the ball, see what he can do. Bit of explosiveness. There you go. Amrabat. There you go. He's shit on the ball. He keeps it. Gets the ball to Varane. But there you go. Press him. Press him. He's got the ball again. And he's dilly-dallying with it. And he's got the ball back to Onana. He's a weak spot for me. Amrabat. And we should be expecting... Onana now nearly gives the ball away. Doku. Wan-Bissaka. That's strong from Doku there. Wan-Bissaka's he's a strong lad himself. And Doku just pushed him to a side. Doku's so strong, isn't he? So strong. Mainoo's running the show a little bit in midfield. When United get the ball, he's running the show. That's offside. No, he's not. Bruno's onside. And he's got the ball. And he's, oh, thank fuck for that. This is going to be 3-0. I'm telling you, right, this is going to be 3-0 before we fucking even get a goal. Absolute shit show. We're getting taken to pieces, and it's like, it's hard to explain because they don't have much of the ball. But every time they do get it, I'm shitting myself because they're coming forward with purpose. I thought they were going to thread that ball through to McTominay then, but Bruno Fernandes gets on it, slide tackles John Stones, takes the ball off John Stones with a very faint little slide tackle. Then he has an opportunity to slide in Marcus Rashford, gets it wrong. John Stones wins the ball. Good from John Stones. But the space is what's concerning. The fact that they've got a free kick now right bang in the middle of the pitch. An opportunity for Bruno Fernandes here to probably, he looks like he's thinking about having a shot. No, gives it the worst free kick I've ever seen in my life from Bruno Fernandes. Gives the ball to Doku, and Doku, that's a foul. Should have gone down there, Doku. Amrabat went through him, but because he's so strong, he just stayed up. Ball's gone out of front. I mean, how are we not punishing him there? Well done, Doku. Run with it now, mate. You got Amrabat to beat. Holding off players here, Doku. Akanji now. 5 minutes into the half and we've offered absolutely nothing. Rodri, though, can this be the moment where the tide turns? Gvardiol, edge of the area. Stationary. Look, he got his head up and the City players are just like, looking at him. Move, lads, move. Pull them apart. Bernardo Silva whips one in and it's going to be cleared. Akanji trying to keep it alive, gets the ball out to Doku. We haven't seen any of this. You know, City having the ball and pinning United back to the edge of their own box. A bit more of this, please. John Stones now. No options. No one on the right wing. Bernardo Silva gets... De Bruyne, mate. Get De Bruyne off, for fuck's sake, man. He's having an absolute mare. Again, just coasting in. Haaland's having a go at him as well, and I agree. Totally agree. The untouchable Kevin De Bruyne. I mean, he's having a mare. I'm sorry, lads and lasses. He's having a mare. Come on, City. Lots of City fans are on camera now. Dejected. A bit concerned, to say the least. De Bruyne there, though, that's killed me. That what he did then. The touch was poor, and here come United. McTominay, the space. Garnacho's in. Rashford's waiting at the back post. Garnacho. Rodri pushes over McTominay. Akanji's stretching for it. He's still in the penalty area. City can't get it clear. Fucking clear the ball, lads. Fucking amateur pinball. League One shit. This is. Fuck's sake. Fucking panicking. We've offered... What has gone on? What happened between last week's performance or the whole Premier League performances? The football we've played. Going away to Spurs and playing like we played. So brave and so good in the face of one of the most difficult stadiums we've ever had to go to. And coming away with a 2-0 win. West Ham, last day of the season, the football we played with the nerves and what the jeopardy that's on the line. Amazing. And all the games before that, Brighton away, 4-0. Wolves putting 5 past them. Fulham, dispatched. No fucking problem. I'm not... Foden. He's had a quiet game, Foden. He's not done anything wrong, but he's not been involved. Now he might be. And his touch is poor. Doku finds Phil Foden, kind of similar to how we found him for the assist against West Ham. But this time, Phil Foden just skews it. Similar from Doku, that nice little run from Foden. Tried to sweep it again, but missed it. Foden completely missed it. Yeah, I said they're the same. MCFC, CTID. Hang on, Foden's in. Where is he? I'm not trusting these players at the minute, but Doku. This time, Foden. Haaland now. Haaland! He's hit the bar. He smashed the crossbar. Erling Haaland. The ball trickled its way through, and if that's not an omen for how things are going to go today, I don't know what is, because that was an absolute killer. If that goes in, the whole game changes. The momentum swings. We've just rattled the crossbar. Erling Haaland was this close to finding the top corner. Onana just stood there and watched it just smash the crossbar. Oh, no. Fuck. Come on, City. Doku again. Left side. He's brought stuff to the game and he's gone to the back. That's a penalty, referee! No, it's not. It's not. I'm getting a bit giddy there. Corner ball, though. De Bruyne is going to take it. We need to get that ball. Please beat the first man, Kevin De Bruyne. Just find that little avenue. Got to make that ball land between the posts if you're looking at them. Not near post, not over hit. It's a good one. And it's cleared by Onana. Foden now. Rodri. Inside to Gvardiol. Thought about the shot. Doesn't. Bernardo Silva. The amount of United defenders in there, mate. You're going to... Oh, De Bruyne. Crosses the ball. It's pitiful. It's pitiful from Kevin De Bruyne. Just whips it over every single football player on that pitch. Out for a goal kick. I think I'm the only person in the City fan in the world that criticises Kevin De Bruyne. But I swear to God, it's like, am I watching a different game? Alvarez is on. 56 minutes off. De Bruyne is off. Good decision. There you go. So I'm not the only one. Me and Pep have recognised. So I feel like I've been vindicated in my criticism of Kevin De Bruyne there. Alvarez on, De Bruyne off. Correct decision. I feel like De Bruyne should have come off in numerous... He did. He came off against... I can't remember which game it was, but he came off early in pretty much all of those games that we played in our title running. I understand why. He hasn't played well. There was one game in that title running where I thought he did okay. Did 7 out of 10 jobby. Alvarez now to the byline. And it's come off him. It's going to be a goal kick. That's a... Alvarez isn't happy. He believes that was a corner ball. Shakes his head. I've never seen Alvarez shake his head, and he nearly threw the ball down as well. Didn't look happy. Come on, Julian, mate. He got off to a flyer, Julian Alvarez, at the start of the season. It would be brilliant to see him end the season on a high. Coming onto the pitch and dragging City into this FA Cup final. Because right now we're out of it. We're losing this right now because we need to see something a bit more. Here we go, Doku. Edge of the area is Alvarez. Lays it off for John Stones. Lays it off for Bernardo Silva. Alvarez on the edge of the area, but it's going to be John Stones who dinks it. Back post. Rodri was sort of waiting for it, but it's trickled away. Rodri's going to keep it alive. Rodri back into the penalty area. Back post. It's cleared by Dalot. Foden goes down a bit easily there, looking for a penalty. John Stones wins the header, prevents United. No! What the fuck have you done, Bernardo Silva? Gvardiol, brilliant defending from Josko Gvardiol, but fucking Bernardo Silva, who's having he's had a stinker of a game as well. Another one of our key players, experienced heads, are just not turning up today. Bernardo Silva just sent Garnacho through. Doku's in business. Doku's shot is blocked by Wan-Bissaka. He's done all right, Doku, so far. In fact, I'd say he's done well, more than all right, because I think he's been one of the main reasons that we're getting into their penalty area right now. And United are just camping now. What do you expect? Here we go, we're about to approach that hour mark that I said that we needed a goal before it. We need a goal before it, because I feel like United are going to offer something going the other way. At some point in this game, there will be another counter-attacking opportunity. Come on, Blues. Doku. Wan-Bissaka. He tried to dummy the tackle. Tried to pretend he was about to tackle. Doku does not fall for it. Walker thinking about a shot. Kyle Walker. Fucking unbelievable. What a save from Onana. What a save. Walker with an absolute rasper. Fires it in from about 30 yards and Onana saves it. Should have saved it from the distance that it was hit. But Walker was on target as well. It's a corner ball, City. Got to get that ball into the box. Goes short though. Foden back to Bernardo Silva. Lays it off to Alvarez. Who had to slow it down. Doku with space. He's stuck here, Doku. If you can't lose the ball there, mate. Don't lose the ball there, Doku. Oh, God, forgot I nearly. Cavadiol. Walker. Bernardo Silva now. Right side of the pitch. He's got Bruno Fernandes ahead of him. He's not doing anything, Bernardo Silva. Just lays it off. Back post. Cleared by Wan-Bissaka. Going to see a lot of that this game. We're going to have to batter this door in. Oh, and it's nodded away by Varane. Onana comes out. He wanted to punch it, but Varane tips the header off the fingertips of Onana. Short corner taken quickly. Alvarez. Alvarez again gets a shot and it's over the bar. Is that our second shot on goal, JRX? That's worrying. We've got to take this, haven't we? We've got to take it. It's... Looking at the City fans then, there's some seriously pissed off City fans in there. Good save from Onana. The shot from Walker was good. Wasn't quite in the corner, but a really strong left hand from Onana keeps United 2-0 ahead. We have been a bit better. Oh, we've had 9 shots, JRX. That must be 2 on target, surely. It just came up saying that was our 9th shot. But yeah, 3 shots on goal against United is bad for any team. You're absolutely right. They've got the highest number of shots conceded in the whole league. Steve McLaren. Used to go to school with his lad, Joe McLaren. Used to open bowling with him as well for the cricket team. Haaland's just brought down there. That's got to be a free kick. It is. Keep the positivity going, Jeff, mate. You've got more positivity than me right now, but Rodri's giving it away. Smashed the ball against Bruno Fernandes and United are in it. Like I said, more likely to make it 3. McTominay. Ooh, fucking came off Johnston. Fuck's sake, Rodri. City got the ball back, fortunately. Bernardo Silva back to Ortega. Ortega now out down to Josko. Big M Rodri hasn't been great. I mean, who has? Which player for you can you go, he's done well? You know, I think Doku's substitute appearance has been the best thing of the whole game. He's been good, Doku, since he's come on. Who else can you say, yeah, he's done well? I feel like Kyle Walker saved us on occasions, but has also been poor at the same time. That second goal, man, he shouldn't have been ambling back like that. He should have recognised the danger, was already in the box. Doku now, left side. He's overhit it. Onana being a twat. Phil Foden trying to give him the ball. And Onana pretended he didn't have any arms. Do you know what hurts more than anything about this? Is we deserve to be 2-0 down. We don't deserve anything out of this game as of yet. Absolutely nothing. We don't deserve it. That's what hurts more than anything. When you can come after a game and go, right, there's this to complain about. We were robbed here. That went wrong. And like, refereeing decision, injury, whatever. Something to moan about. There's nothing to moan about. We just, oh, lovely ball. Alvarez is in. You've got to finish it. And he's put it wide. That was the one. Great ball from Foden. Feeds in Alvarez. Alvarez takes it in his stride. Ends up on his left foot. And he puts it pretty badly past the post. Yeah, it's a couple of yards past the post. And I mean, if he gets it on target, that's 2-1. Including stoppage time, there's about half an hour to go. Super FC's broke his remote. I'm sticking with what I said. I feel like this is more likely to become 3-0 than it is 2-1. And it sounds stupid because United haven't attacked anything, but it's like they haven't done anything to attack in this. Well, they have a little bit actually, haven't they? But there's always that threat. It's just when the more and more City come forward, the more vulnerable we become to a counter attack, and the more we're playing into. John Stone's just missing his header. I'm giving the benefit of the doubt and blame the sunshine there, but fuck me. Dalot skins Kyle Walker. Dalot past the post. Jeff, yeah, I agree. Alvarez had to score. That was a big miss from Alvarez. That was a big miss. Devastating. Devastating. Right, lads and lasses. Premier League, let's not forget. Season's been good. And this isn't over. But the Premier League is something to be incredibly proud of. Gvardiol. John Stones thinks about this. I don't know if my face told the story there, but the John Stones had a shot from about 25 yards. Gets it about 15, 20 yards over the goal. Erik Ten Hag sending out substitutes to warm up. Jonny Evans and Højlund. Højlund's already got his kit on. Full kit on. He looks like he'll be on in a minute. And there's another out ball there as well. They can go long, even longer. There's someone who can bring it down. I don't think United want to do that, though. You could tell they didn't want to do that. They didn't even have a centre-forward playing. Good tackle from Manuel Akanji. Foden getting caught on the ball. Doku. Really good tackle from Wan-Bissaka on Doku. Didn't fall for it. Doku tried his little spin. Saw it coming. Wan-Bissaka. I've always rated Wan-Bissaka. In all my previews of United, I've always felt like he's a pest. He's a problem. He's difficult to get past. Foden, brilliant. Amrabat just pushes him to the side, though, like he was a little boy there, man. It was just... Everything's going wrong in this game. It really is. Garnacho coming forward. Gets the shot. Ortega with a odd save, but saved it nonetheless. Sends it out for a corner. Clara, good to see you, Clara. Edison leaving, potentially. That's some of the rumours. I'm not sure I believe them, but we'll have to wait and see. I mean, these rumours come out of nowhere. They come out of, like, a player has said to somebody somewhere that I'm pissed off with what happened. Oh, that's it. He's unhappy and he's looking to leave. That happened with Kyle Walker last year. Kyle Walker was a Bayern Munich player throughout the whole of summer. The whole of last summer, Kyle Walker was playing for Bayern Munich. This season, he's putting the captain's armband on. Corner ball in. And it's clear. Well, it's not cleared. It just went over everybody's head, thankfully, and that's a foul. But no, it's not. It's a throw-in. Jonny Evans has just gone down like a sack of shit as a substitute, trying to hold on to the ball with Bernardo Silva, cheating little fucking... He's not little, is he? He's quite big. But... how much longer do I think KDB's got left? I feel like next year he'll be... I feel like he'll be a squad player. Fucking hell, Manuel. Nearly got caught on that ball. I feel like next year De Bruyne could become he could be phased out. Haaland coming to get involved and push his Amrabat to the side. That's for bullying Phil Foden a couple of minutes ago. Haaland says, "How'd you like it? Pick on someone your own fucking size." That's probably one of the best moments of the game for City so far. Haaland pushing Amrabat. Wan-Bissaka taking on, well, trying to stop Doku. Doesn't fancy it. Doku didn't fancy it. keeps the ball, but City going forward. Foden goes down. Too easy. Stop. That's 2 or 3 times now I've seen Phil Foden go down looking for something. There was no need to go down there, mate. You were never getting a penalty. Stuart says, what the fuck is going on? I think United players who didn't want to play in the league have finally turned up. You're right. They have. I don't know why we're surprised. It's an FA Cup final. I think this is a nice reality check for City fans, this. It's not a nice reality check, but it's a reality check nonetheless. And an understanding of, one, to respect every single football club you ever face, and always respect the Manchester derby. Walker's got to deal with this. He does really well there, really well. Dealing with Marcus Rashford. Very physical battle going on there. Walker comes out on top. But it's a Manchester derby, FA Cup final. They were looking for revenge. They lost it last year to us. What would we expect? And that's what's so disheartening is some of the performances have been... Alvarez just gets lucky, but he's coming forward there with the ball. Doku with a bit of space. Into the penalty area now. Doku. Shot. It's got to be. No. Fucking hell. It's a corner, linesman, you silly twat. Didn't have a clue. I think he's giving it. Manchester City fan for life. Thanks for the super chat. Rodri taking pies. Awful today. He's not been good. He hasn't been good, I must admit. Doku then with a real opportunity coming in. Deflected and it trickles out for the corner. Linesman's like, I don't fucking know. Referee, I think, gets it right for him. Martinez has got cramp. We're going to see a lot of that. Get used to that. Get used to this. United players going down. Shadow Viper's not surprised. Neither am I. I'm not surprised in the slightest. I'm annoyed. I'm fuming. I'm not surprised. We've reverted back to the first half of the season. Some of the mistakes that have been that have happened in this game, we saw it. All of this style of football that we play in, we saw in the first half of the season. Just mistakes. Ortega, Walker, John Stones. Rodri has just been consistently poor throughout the whole game. United making substitutions here. This has been, what, 1.5 minutes of cramp. Walker trying to push off Martinez. Oh, he's lost his cramp now. He can get into an argument with Kyle Walker, can you? You've got enough in the muscles for that, have you? Come on, fucking do him, Walker. Don't do him. Don't do him. You get a red card and then it is game over. Yeah, I agree. Rowan, why not? Throw something at it now. Bob for Silva, you ask. I would, yeah, why not? I think it's not been good enough. From Bernardo Silva. I mean, we can cherry pick names all we want. The whole team has been well off it. Rashford off. Højlund on. Martinez off. Can't remember who came on. Jonny Evans, sorry. Katrina, yep, time wasting. I hate it. I completely agree. I hate it. But ask yourself this, wouldn't you? You would in this situation. You're 2-0 up against a side that can create chances out of nothing and dominates the football, and the chances of being 2-0 up against Manchester City, pretty slim. So you do what you can to hold on to that, and I don't blame them. I hate it, and I'm fuming. It's ugly. It's not a nice watch, but I do not blame them for doing it. Corner ball, Foden, into a dangerous area this time, is it? No. Yeah, well, it was, but it was dealt with by Dalot. What's with my ear? It does it all the time. The other one will be doing it as well, mate. It's not the only one. Or is it? I can't see. I can't see the camera at the same time. But they always go red, mate. The more annoyed I get, the redder they go. They should have steam coming out of it in a minute. Ball in. Haaland. That's a foul, referee! That's a foul! That's a fucking foul on Erling Haaland. He's just brought down. Haaland, there was no attempt to get the ball there. I don't think it will be given, though. I don't think VAR will give that because there wasn't enough in it for me for VAR to get involved. But Mainu, then, is just grabbing Erling Haaland and throwing him to the ground. It's a foul. It's a penalty. He's just grabbed him. But VAR won't do that. Doku now trying to bring it down. Does, well, lays it off to Alvarez, who's done well there to win that ball against Amrabat. Doku again. Going away from goal, though, lads. It's just not working, is it? It's just not working. You know when you can feel it? You know, against... Well, any sort of comeback, there's always been that little feel that, like, City are doing things here. There's chances. Like, what's giving me hope? What makes you think we're going to score in a minute? We're not creating anything. We're not creating chances. We're barely getting into the box. Gvardiol, Rodri. God, I just need something special. One goal goes in for City, and they'll shit the bed. They will panic. Doku, not time for this, mate. Just beat your man or don't beat your man. Don't do fancy fucking flicks and tricks there, mate. Doku's keeps the ball. Alvarez. Akanji now. Don't shoot. We've already seen two defend. Well, Walker having a shot. Good save from Onana again. He was going flying in that bottom corner. That's 2 out of 2 from Kyle Walker. The only fucking player in the team that's actually had shots on target of any threat. That's actual danger. Bernardo Silva was the other one in the first half. It was a P-roller. And Onana with a big strong hand again. Haaland was looking for the tap in as well on the rebound, but he would have been given offside if he managed to get on the end of it. Oh, and he's given offside anyway. This is what we're resorting to long shots. Kyle Walker and John Stones have got 3 shots between them from about 25-30 yards. Bruno Fernandes is doing a bit of cheating. He's going to roll back onto the pitch now. Holding his ribs like he's been shot. Oh, he's back on his feet now. No problem for Bruno. Rodri over the top looking for Doku, and it's poor. Wan-Bissaka heads it, but Doku actually picks up the header using his strength against Garnacho. Doku, it's been the only bright spark in this game, Doku. That's a foul, referee. Gets it, edge of the area. United aren't happy with that, and I can't blame them, to be honest, because Doku went down a little bit easily there, but good play from Jeremy Doku. The only player that, for me, can walk away from this game, as of now, with his head held a little bit higher than the rest. Yeah, it was just a foul. Soft, but a foul. Edge of the area. Dangerous as well. Harvey, Pep got it wrong. I think you might be right. I think that he was too aggressive. I feel like you shouldn't be changing the back four. That's back 3, back 4, whichever way you want to look at it. What position John Stones and Akanji play in. Whichever way you want to look at it. For me, making 2 changes was too aggressive. And Ruben Diaz would have been screaming at everybody, hold the fucking line, hold the line. If we just held that line, catch them offside, we wouldn't be in this problem. And then, of course, Ortega, you can't say Pep did anything there because he's got no choice but to play Ortega. And even if Edison was fit, I would still say play Ortega because Ortega's the cup goalkeeper. And he's done well lately, Ortega. He doesn't deserve to be dropped, but that was a clanger. If we can score from this free kick, there's 12 minutes of normal time remaining. It has to go in, really. Foden. It's hit the wall. Alvarez with a second chance. Gets it out. Oh, it's shocking from Alvarez. Gvardiol wins intercepts the ball. Wan-Bissaka nearly sent Højlund away down that right wing, and he was all by himself. Oliver's done. No hope now, is there? Super. There's still hope, but it's just we're not even looking like scoring. That's the biggest problem. Hoyland's just dealing with it really well, and he's won the free kick. I disagree with that. I don't think that was a free kick to me. Pretty disheartening. Free kick to United in a position that's really awkward for Ortega, because he could cross this ball or he could shoot. It's a perfect free kick situation because Ortega's got to make his mind up quickly here, because Bruno Fernandes could hit this on target, or Ortega could try and predict the cross. It's Fernandes, and it's a shot, and Ortega saves it straight at him, in fairness. Ortega thinks about throwing it out, but there's no options, Owen. A little opportunity. All the United players came forward, and there's an opportunity for a counter-attack, and we'll take it easy, lads. It's only 2-0 with 10 minutes to go. Get out. Rodri lays it on to John Stones, who gives it him back. City coming forward now. But the shape from United has been really good. John Stones has been laying it off to people. Fucking turn, John! Rodri's having a pop at him as well. Rodri now into his stride. Gets it across the face of goal. And Foden... It's not happening. Not happening today. Just not happening. Everything has been poor. Everything that's like any sort of little glimmer of hope. We've just seen poor touches and Doku with a burst of speed. Crosses block cleared by Jonny Evans. I can't see us even scoring, let alone getting a goal and, you know, coming back into this game and taking it to extra time. Are we even going to score? I mean, we've needed 2 goals in quicker amount of time than this. Foden's ball in, corner ball. Onana clears it. Good bit of goalkeeping again from Onana. Alvarez going to get it straight back in, is he? No, thinks about it. This time he does, and it's shit. Onana punches, though, rather than catches, and Højlund finishes the clearance off. Garnacho lays it off to Mainu, and Mainu sends Garnacho away, and Kyle Walker's going to snap him here, is he? And he wins the ball. Well done, Kyle Walker. Throw in to United. Garnacho goes down. Of course he goes down. What else did you expect? He's going to stay there like the cheating little rat-faced bastard that he is. Fucking hell. Tough one to take, this. I mean, the comical side of it is Erik ten Hag's going to get sacked. And that gives them very little time to actually celebrate. It will all be about, oh, what's next for Manchester United? Forget the fact that they've won the FA Cup. What's next? And the double-double as well, that's a stinker, innit? You wanted that, didn't we? That would have been nice. Really nice. Ball in. John Stones clears. It's going to be a... Oh, it's a goal kick. 83 minutes gone. Fergie's looking at his fucking watch. Piss off, Fergie. Got no influence on referees anymore, mate. John Stones. Walker. Boots the ball to Onana. This hurts, man. This hurts. Ball cleared by Ortega. Up to Alvarez, who's doing his best, but I mean, he's being manhandled by Bruno. Akanji trying to win the ball against Højlund does. Rodri tries to flick it on. We're not even winning the second balls. We're not even scoring. You can write this game off. I'm sorry. We're not coming back from this. There's just nothing. There's no life to this performance whatsoever. And it's astounding. It really is. Well done, Jeremy Doku, winning the ball back there against Scott McTominay. The only player for me. The only player that's shown a bit of life, a bit of a backbone, spirit. But you've passed it on. I don't know if you can tell. I'm feeling pretty dejected. You showed me slumping in my chair. You pass it on. The players, they give off this energy and it spreads. You know, the fans feel that way. Free kick to City. Amrabat's taken out Foden, but again, it's central. I think I just saw Haaland coming over to Alvarez and saying, "Are you going to shoot?" And that therefore means Haaland knows he's got to get the rebound. But it's a long way. He doesn't shoot. He nearly gives it away to Wan-Bissaka. Doku, though, onto his left foot across the face of goal. Nope. Cleared. There's no one in there. Well, it's our free kick. There's no one in there. Foden now. Doku. Get out of the fucking way, Bernardo Silva. You're just in the way there. Doku. Shot. It's in. It's in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. It's in. Doku, the man of the match, has done it. Made it 2-1. They're going to shit the bed now. There's 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go. Not sure how that went in, but Onana, who's been pulling off worldy saves all game, has dropped a clanger there. Should have saved it, but it's crept into the bottom corner. 3 minutes of normal time to go. I don't know how he's not saved that. Shocking goalkeeping. Marie, thanks very much. You City fans, City till I die. This channel, and I missed it because the chat moved up while I was trying to read it. But big up Marie. Smash the like button, she says. And I agree. Please do smash the like button. Doku scored, Big M. Took it onto the left side of the corner of the penalty area. Bernardo Silva's just totally in the fucking way. Came over to the same side as Doku. It's like, I'm over here. Just leave me alone. Let me do my thing. And then Doku takes it onto his right foot, pushes it onto quite a distance away from him, runs onto it and then drills it into the near post. Onana gets a big palms on it, big save, but he pushes it into the side netting. It looked like it wasn't even that powerful a shot from Doku. He should have saved it. Should have saved it. Akanji. Doku now. Can we do it? Can we do it? Doku. It's Doku into the penalty area. It's going to be... Oh, fucking hell. You what? No way are we coming back into this game. I can't believe that we've got... The goal came from absolutely nothing. We didn't even deserve it. And Doku again. Doku. Another shot from Doku is blocked this time. Garnacho just boots it into the air. United are panicking. They're panicking. Rodri with the touch of a fucking wardrobe. Sort it out, mate. He's got the ball back. Fucking hell, ball coming down out of the air like that, mate. You pluck it. You pluck it on that foot. Touch it. Ping. Pings off his foot. Got away with it, though, and it's back with City. Walker. Doku. How many times has he got the ball in this game? He's just been the main man. Lays it off for Gvardiol. Foden now. Touch again. Poor from Phil Foden. Lays it off to Rodri. Doku. 88th minute. Inside to Foden. Oh, nearly looked for that 1-2. Akanji. City actually look better now. They've scored. There's some sort of belief. Rodri. Out to Doku. Wan-Bissaka facing him up. Gets it into Gvardiol. Over hits it. Oh, fucking Josko. Touch, mate. Touch. Akanji with the shot. Fuck off. No way has another defender just done that. How many times? Akanji's just battered it over the bar. What a waste. What a waste. Should be fucking fuming with him. Every single one of those players. All of them. John Stones over the bar. Walker, as the shots at least were hitting the target, forcing saves from Onana. John Stones over the bar. Akanji over the bar. Our assistant coach has just been booked. Forgot his fucking name. What's his name now? How much extra time? 7 minutes! 7 minutes! United fans have gone a bit still. They're looking a bit squeaky bum time. Goal out of nothing has changed. Oh no, Bruno Fernandes has brought that ball down. He's coming down the left side. He's sent Garnacho in. They're in, well, just outside the penalty area now. Akanji's forcing him. It's a corner ball to United. Mason Mount, Lindelof coming on. Oh no, it's not a corner. City got the ball. I thought he pointed at the corner. Referee went like that. Doku. Rodri turn. Into John Stones. Doku. Oh, he's been brilliant, Doku. I mean, he's changed the game. Doku to the byline. Wan-Bissaka goes for the tackle and he wins it. It's a corner ball. But that was a dangerous tackle from Wan-Bissaka. You're thinking if he doesn't win that ball, Doku's going down, mate. Corner ball to City. I'm pleased we've shown a bit of life. I'm pleased Alvarez is going to take this corner, and I've not ever really been a fan of Alvarez's corners. But this one I might be. It's in and Onana gathers it and he goes down and he's going to stay down for about 3 fucking minutes probably. Oh. Rodri wins the header. Doku's going to keep the ball alive. Does. Oh, and he gets that. It's our ball, referee. Yeah, it does. City throwing. 5 minutes to go. One chance. One chance to take this to extra time. Big up, Jeff. Blue Moon. You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Garnacho's coming off. McTominay as well, I think. Limping off. How long is this substitution taking, man? Kanji bringing it forward. Everyone inside the United half now. Doku beats Wan-Bissaka. Beats Amrabat. And Alvarez just gives it away. It's not good. And Mainu's coming forward. Højlund's going to be sent through. Akanji's got to deal with this. He's got one-on-one with Akanji. Højlund is. He's had to turn around though. I don't think he was really interested in going for goal. It's just a case of time wasting now. Wan-Bissaka. Back to Lindelof. Back to Onana. United are doing the right thing here, keeping the ball. Haaland brings it down. Foden's not had a good game. Everything has just not come off. Every touch has just been a bit wayward. Bruno Fernandes going for goal. You twat, McTominay. You're a little twat. You really are. Behind the goal, Scott McTominay limping off the pitch. He catches the ball as it goes off. Ortega's running the other way to go and get the ball. A different ball. McTominay just rolls his ball onto the pitch to waste time. Little shithouse. Book him for that. It's purposeful. Jeff with the super chat. Thanks, mate. Walker to tie it up. Tie it up. One last Jeff prediction, mate. Imagine if you get it right, Jeff. Three minutes to go. Doku. How much has this guy had the ball this second half? Jeremy Doku. Well played, Jeremy Doku. Great substitute appearance. I said in my preview, Kovacic would be probably the better choice to control the game. Pep thought the same. Couldn't have been more wrong. And Bernardo Silva with another cross, by the way, 30 seconds or so ago that was just aimless and blocked. He's got another opportunity now. Come on, Bernardo. Down the right-hand side. Cross. Blocked. It's poor. And John Stones touches it off his chest and out for a goal kick. He's had a stinker. They've all had stinkers. There's only Doku who can hold his head up high. Ah, oh, mate. Devastating. Devastating. Kobe Mainoo wins man of the match. Got to say, I agree. He has controlled that midfield. I said that earlier. When they've had the ball, but defensively he's been solid as well. We've struggled. I think Rodri, John Stones, they've all been shit. They've all been well off it. Really poor performance from the majority of the players on that pitch. And what's frustrating is United didn't even have to play that well. It's not like scintillating football that's beating us here. It's very pragmatic and logical, sensible football from United, recognising that we're better at controlling the ball. They've held us off, and hit us on the break. Over the top football, very basic stuff. Rodri now, one last chance maybe. Seconds remaining. Jeremy Doku decides to cross it to the back post this time, and it's over everybody, but Bernardo Silva keeps it alive. It's going to be Kyle Walker. His shot is blocked and it's cleared. That should be that. 30 seconds remaining. Alvarez being hounded by Højlund, and he's lost the ball. Alvarez, mate, is giving it away to Højlund, and they're going to make it 3-1. If they play the cards right, they're going to send it through. Yeah. Gvardiol with a vital touch. It's a free kick to United as well. That's the game. Manchester City fan for life. Thank you very much for your super chat, mate. Stones playing full 90 is shocking bad. I agree. It's not a good decision from Pep to play John Stones in this game. I don't know why you wouldn't stick to the winning formula. What's been winning us games in the Premier League? Don't know why you'd do this. I'm bursting for a pee so badly. Gutted. Absolutely gutted. That's that. In a minute, waiting for the referee to blow his whistle. Free kick, booted out for a throw-in. And there goes the full-time whistle. United win the FA Cup. Very bitter pill to swallow. Erik ten Hag, let's have a chat in the morning, mate. Let's see if you're still in the job. Pep Guardiola congratulates Erik ten Hag. Right thing to do, of course. Really disappointing. Really, really disappointing. Bitter pill to swallow, it really is. But not quite good enough to win the Premier League. Nowhere near good enough to win the Premier League. So at least we've got that. Premier League champions. Champions of England. 4 in a row. It doesn't feel as good as it could do, though, does it? Right, Blues. Player ratings in the morning. Not looking forward to that. Can't deny. I'm not really looking forward to talking about this game whatsoever, in truth. But bitter pill to swallow. Real sour note to end the season on. Real sour note. It really is. Blues, thank you so much for joining me in the watch along. You guys have been sensational all season. Every single one of you, new or whether you've been here from the start of this season or you've joined halfway or even in the last 5 minutes. I've really enjoyed speaking to so many of you. Apart from that Adnan, he can fuck off. He's a bit of a bellend. Telling Pep out, mate. But other than him and a few others, but the majority of you have been really good to speak to. Yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one to take. You have to take it though. You have to go away, turn your TVs off. Don't watch United do anything like lifting the trophy or anything. None of that. Not interested. enjoy Manchester City's success this season because we've had more success than they have at the end of the day. And at the end of the season, which is a real bitter pill to swallow, to be... You know, when you lose, you want to go back onto the pitch straight away, don't you? You just want to go back on the pitch straight away. We've got all summer now to wait. All summer to wait. This might be the rocket that City players need to recognise. You do not walk into games with foregone conclusions. You don't. Some City fans have learnt that lesson today. There is no foregone conclusions when you're playing against Manchester United. No way. No matter how low and how far they fall, they do things, United. They still have a way to fuck you in stupid ways, you know. And they've done us. They've absolutely done us. In fact, we did ourselves. That's what really hurts today, is we've done ourselves. We gave it them. We gave it them. That's what hurts the most. And my voice is just gone. That's an even more sour note because I'm going to be struggling now for the rest of the day. That's going to struggle. But anyway, take care, Blues. See you at the player ratings. Try and enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you in the next one.